The Galactic Defense Academy's alarm system had never been designed to handle the frequency it was producing. The crystalline warning towers throughout the facility vibrated at such intensity that several cracked, sending rainbow shards cascading onto the pristine corridors below. Ana Martinez pressed herself against the reinforced titanium wall, her breath forming small clouds in the suddenly frigid air. The Academy's environmental systems had failed 3 minutes ago when the first wave of Zarathi Deathstalkers breached the outer perimeter. These weren't the juvenile specimens they studied in xenobiology class. These were fully mature apex predators from the Andromeda Spiral, each standing 12 feet tall with razor-sharp exoskeletons that could slice through starship hulls. "How did they get past the orbital defenses?" whispered Cadet Verk, his blue Altarian skin pale with terror. His species had evolved from prey animals, and every instinct screamed at him to flee. Anna's dark eyes remained fixed on the corridor ahead. "Doesn't matter now. What matters is that we're the only ones left in Section 7. The Academy had been humanity's greatest achievement, a joint educational facility where the brightest minds from across the galaxy came to learn military strategy, xenobiology, and interspecies cooperation. For 300 years, it had been a symbol of peace and unity. Now it was a tomb. The Zarathi had arrived without warning, bypassing every defense system with technology that defied comprehension. Within minutes, they had slaughtered their way through the Academy's security forces and begun systematically hunting down every living being in the facility. "We should run for the evacuation pods," Verk urged, his forearms trembling. Anna shook, her head. "They're too fast. We'd never make it across the central plaza." She reached into her jacket pocket and withdrew something that made Verk's eyes widen in confusion. A pen. A simple, archaic writing instrument from Earth. "Anna, this is no time for quiet." Her voice carried an edge that made even the brave Altarian fall silent. She examined the pen with the intensity of a master craftsman studying their tools. It was nothing special. Black polymer casing, standard ink cartridge, a simple clip. Her grandfather had given it to her before she left Earth, calling it a real writer's pen from the old days. The sound of chittering echoes bounced off the walls, growing closer. The Deathstalkers were methodical hunters, clearing each section room by room. Anna could hear the wet sounds of their feeding and the screams that followed. "There are 12 of them in our section," Anna said matter-of-factly. "I counted the different vocalizations." Verk stared at her. "How can you be so calm?" Anna smiled. And for a moment, Verk glimpsed something that made him understand why humans had become the de facto leaders of the Galactic Alliance, despite being relative newcomers to the cosmic stage. It wasn't cruelty or bloodlust. It was something far more dangerous. Pure calculating intelligence combined with an absolute refusal to surrender. "My species didn't climb to the top of Earth's food chain by running away," she said. The first Deathstalker rounded the corner, its 6 legs moving with disturbing grace. Its compound eyes immediately locked onto them, and it released a piercing shriek that summoned its pack. Anna stepped forward, placing herself between the alien predator and Verk. The creature lunged, covering 20 feet in a single bound, mandibles spread wide to reveal rows of serrated teeth. Anna moved with fluid precision, sidestepping the attack and driving her pen directly into the soft joint where the creature's head connected to its thorax. The simple writing instrument penetrated the chitinous armor like it was tissue paper, severing the neural cluster that controlled the beast's motor functions. The Deathstalker crashed to the floor, twitching. "Impossible," Verk breathed. "Their exoskeletons can withstand plasma rifles." "Only from the outside," Anna replied, already moving toward the next attacker. "They never evolved to handle internal pressure. Strike the joints, disrupt the neural pathways, use their momentum against them." What followed was a display of human adaptability that would be studied in military academies for centuries. Anna moved through the pack of alien predators like a dancer, each motion economical and deadly. The pen in her hand became an extension of her will, finding every weakness, every vulnerable point that millions of years of evolution had tried to hide. She used the environment to her advantage, causing one Deathstalker to impale itself on broken wall supports as it lunged. Another she tricked into striking an electrical conduit, frying its nervous system. Each kill taught her something new about their anatomy, information she immediately applied to the next encounter. When the Academy's rescue forces finally arrived 6 hours later, they found Cadet Ana Martinez sitting calmly in the central plaza, her pen balanced on her knee as she wrote in a notebook. Around her lay the corpses of 17 Zarathi Deathstalkers, not just from Section 7 but from throughout the Academy. She had hunted them down systematically, using nothing but human ingenuity and a simple writing instrument. Verk had survived, as had 43 other beings from various sections who Ana had gathered and protected during her methodical campaign. "How?" asked Admiral Thrace, the rescue mission's commander, staring at the carnage in disbelief. Ana looked up from her notes, her expression serene. "They were apex predators on their world," she said simply. "But they never encountered anything like humans. We don't just adapt, we innovate. We turn anything into a weapon, any environment into an advantage." She held up the pen, its simple plastic casing now scratched and stained but unbroken. Sometimes, the most ordinary things become extraordinary in the right hands. The Academy was rebuilt within a year, with Ana's tactical innovations incorporated into every defense system. The pen was displayed in the Hall of Heroes, though Ana kept the refill. She had more stories to write, and the galaxy learned that humans weren't just survivors. They were the universe's greatest problem solvers, capable of turning any situation, no matter how desperate, into an opportunity for victory.